Melody, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Morning, Ezra.
All right, I don't know who wants, I guess we're
Yeah, I was
I
like,
do a little bit of recess. So hello everyone, and
Hey,
uh,
guys.
all the Unlimited Wisdom family. I love and appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for getting on here. Nancy, Mary, Donald, Shelley, Kevin, Lisa Marie, Matea, Bill, Melody, Charles, Deb, Sandy, Matthew, and Ezra, and we also got Terry. Terry didn't feel good this morning, so we're gonna be cautious and put her flight off for a week. So that I'm now gonna have to deal with that.
So now I got to again.
you had the whole week planned, and now,
Yeah.
Right, I had the whole week where I wasn't going to have to cook, but I'm
Yeah.
going to cook at your house.
right? Yeah,
Well,
my mom's the
I
type
will.
of person when she.
I'll bring up
Go
something
ahead.
very, very quick. I think it's so interesting. I thought of this today that, just because someone had a bad day, it definitely means that someone had a good day. And so I seen all this stuff on the Olympics. Of course, I've been talking a lot about that recently. And I just thought, all the stuff that had to happen to Lindsey Vonn, she wrecks again, shatters both her bones and her leg like 3 times. She's got this big thing on it. And they were making a big deal that, because she's 40 years old, that she's going to come back and compete and get another gold medal. And so Terry and I just randomly had the TV on, and this lady from Italy, which has won numerous gold medals in the Olympic, she didn't even plan on being in the Olympics, but she tried out, and because she's the veteran that's won the gold medals, she was an alternate. And one of the girls wrecked, couldn't compete, and she's like, man, it showed all this story about, her knee, the scar on the side of her knee was just unbelievable.
From 8 months ago.
Yeah, from eight
Yeah.
months ago, because she didn't qualify in the World Games, right? And so she steps up there, pounded on her chest, went down and took the gold. And so,
All
they're
right.
making a big deal that what if a 40-year-old woman, actually could get into the giant slalom and win it? And even though Lindsey Vonn crashed, the woman from Italy, where the Olympics are, she took the gold medal. So I was going like, I just think it's so interesting as we always talk about the bad stories, but I think every bad story opens up something for another person, you know? So even though we know the quad god, at the Olympics, fell down twice and didn't get a gold, we don't realize that a person that didn't think they were going to get a gold got a gold because he messed up. So uh
Good morning, everyone.
good morning everyone.
Hello, this is Deborah. I want to show you something. I am wearing, if you can see it, my Olympic jacket
Oh,
from
yay.
1980. I don't know.
Wow.
Can you see it?
A little bit, yeah. That was
How do I show you better? Well, anyway, it says 1980 Olympics. This is an official jacket that was given to me when I was hired at NBC Network to do sports camera at the Olympics. So, and I
That is
moved
so
from San
awesome.
Diego. I moved from San Diego in 1979 to LA to work at NBC Network in Los Angeles.
Congratulations. That is
Yeah,
so
it was such
awesome.
an honor. But today in recess, I decided to get it out and just share.
Yeah, thank you.
We did all
I
the
love
prep.
show and tell.
Me too. So this is very special. And I was given another one, which I gave to my grandfather, who I love so much. And so he's gone now, of course, but I wanted to dig this out and show you guys.
That is so impressive. That is
Yeah.
so
But
impressive.
unfortunately, in 1980, the Olympics were in Moscow,
Oh,
and America boycotted those Olympics
Right.
because all the stress and tension and all that political stuff. So I didn't get to go, but we sure prep for a year. And then I have another one. Can you see that one
Wow.
from school? How do you say it?
Soul.
Yeah. So
Very
anyway,
impressive, Deborah. Man, that's
What year was the white one?
88.
1988.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
See?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Anyway, good morning. Have
Good
fun.
morning.
Good morning. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's
I just heard
Terry was
TV.
going like I was in high school.
I get it.
Not the last
I'm
one.
an
the
old
first
gal
one.
now. I don't believe, and I don't know how I turned 70 this year, and I still am in shock. I don't feel it at all.
I know.
So-
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, it is. It's real crazy. Terry, you look.
Hi, Arthur, Eric,
Terry, I
Arnold.
thought you'd be
Donald.
with Ezra.
I felt a little heaviness in my chest and I have a little bit of a cough, so I didn't want to take something to them, so I postponed it a week.
Oh, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm glad you're not going to give it to anyone else.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad today's my first day on recess
Yay.
because my new caregiver is awesome on the laptop so I can see everyone.
Awesome.
That is so awesome.
Yay.
Hercules.
I was missing you, Arthur. We haven't seen you for a while. I was like, where'd Arthur go?
Been a little busy. Sometimes during recess I have appointments, so
Sure.
I'm not able to get on because they're like back to back, and it's
Yeah.
just like, I'm only like a few minutes away from the next house. It's like, well, I can't like just hop on, hop off, hop on, hop off.
Have you found Nancy yet?
Nancy?
Yeah. Nancy Guthrie,
Yeah, you're in Arizona. Aren't you looking for?
Yeah,
No.
I'm looking for.
They say it was that sketch that they put on doesn't even look like the guy in the camera.
Yeah.
Because all I can see is like his eyes and his lips. And
Right.
like the sketch that they did, like the guy looks skinny, but you can totally tell in the video he's not skinny.
Yeah.
I thought it was so hilarious that when that lady put that caricature out, that someone looked at it and you could tell that he thought the same thing. And he goes, can I ask you a question? Have you done a lot of these kind of sketches and helped other people actually get found or arrested? And she says, yeah, I'm over 1,000. And I went, oh, damn.
I know
Because I think that
Savannah
he looked at it
Guthrie.
and goes, I don't even think that's very close, but apparently
That's 1,000 innocent people in prison, man.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I know Savannah Guthrie
Oh,
from
you do?
NBC, and yeah, my heart. I lit a
Yeah.
candle for her mom. It's
Aw.
it's an electric candle with battery, but I'm still lighting it for her.
Yeah.
For
That's
Savannah,
crazy. It's a,
Nancy Guthrie.
it's a crazy
That whole
story.
situation is weird.
Crazy.
It's strange.
Yeah.
For a while there, I was thinking it's probably the cartels that took her.
Yeah.
Because they're Tucson's closer to the border, but
Yeah.
the whole thing is just strange.
Bizarre.
Then you try.
It's been.
Then you got to try to figure out all the ransom notes, whether or not that's true or not.
Yeah.
But I know Bill's there too. So Bill, I don't know if Bill's looking for Nancy.
I don't watch the news, so I had no idea actually.
So she could
it
actually
didn't-
be in your backyard, and you don't just think an old lady's been hanging out in the backyard.
Yeah, Bill's like, I've actually had
Yeah.
a house guest the last couple of days, couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Too funny.
That's good, Bill.
It's a nice neighborhood.
Anybody else has anything to share on recess? Again, for those of you
I just heard about a 41-year-old Olympian bobsledder. There was a story about her this morning. And I was like, she's 41 doing the bobsled. She's got tons of gold medals and she's right now in second place. But she's a mom too and has like little toddlers. and her dad's taking care of them. They showed her and the kids and the dad. And my God, 41 years old, an Olympian bobsledder
That
over
is
there
cool.
trying. She's right now in second place, but she's got gold medals for this.
But
I thought that was amazing. Yay, women pushing the
it
edge.
is amazing, but she's just laying there.
Yeah, well, she's at 5 Gs going 100 miles an hour.
I'm just being a smartass. I'm just being a
Yeah,
smart.
oh, and she okay. Well, she's a badass.
She does. You do all the work up front. You know, you run, and then you jump in and
Yeah.
you go for a ride. Remember that movie,
Looks
Cool
fun.
Runnings?
Yeah.
Cool Runnings.
Yep.
I still
Jamaican
want to
bobsled
know.
team.
I still want to know how they figured out. Well, listen, we got the sliding down, but why don't you just take another person and lay them on top of the other person to see if that causes any more difficulty?
I didn't know they went 100 miles an hour.
I was joking with everybody because before the Olympics started, I saw this funny meme where it was like, Summer Olympics, let's see who can run the fastest. Winter Olympics, let's have somebody go down a hill that's full of ice with moguls all over at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's like
different.
the difference between the Winter Olympics and the Summer Olympics is nuts, right? It's like the level of, in the Summer Olympics, I'm sure there's things that you can die in, like sailing or something like that, right? But
Or getting
Yeah,
hit
you
by
die.
Don't have to
I've-
go up in the air and do flips.
yeah. I've snowboarded a decent amount in my life, so I know how much it takes to be at that level, and it's nuts. Like I can't imagine.
Yeah,
Well, the
I snow
bobsled,
skied all
they're-
my life.
Oh, you
The
did?
bobsled, they're pretty protected, you know, because they duck and they have the helmets on.
Yeah.
Right.
The skiing is probably the most dangerous.
Yeah, I
one
can't
out
imagine
there.
trying to go through gates at 80, 90 miles an hour. And it's like,
Well, then it's like figure skating and stuff too. It's like, you see gymnastics and they're doing all these flips, but they're doing them on mats.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
What about putting a sharp object and skiing around something that's completely the most slippery surface and then doing multiple spins and flips and landing on them without landing on your
crazy.
neck or your shoulder or your,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I guess hockey's pretty violent too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, didn't that one guy they killed him with his skate?
Yeah. He got a slice on his neck.
Kudos to the guy that got his leg that far up. You know what I mean? It's not easy. It's not easy.
Matt, anything exciting happening in AI?
Always. There's like there's probably I saw today like there's this open source model, video model that looks like they're teasing that by the time Dance, the one that I've been talking about, comes out, that there's going to be an open source one, which means for people like me, depending on how hard it is to run it, I'll be able to do it for free pretty much. So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I don't know. It's interesting because like I kind of feel like have any of you guys seen that meme where it's like the person at the party and they're like in the corner by themselves and they're like they don't know that this is this and this, right? I feel that way more now than I ever have before. Like I truthfully, like last night or the night before, me and Bob have been going back and forth for a bit on OpenClaw, which is an AI agent that can run on your local hardware and do tasks for you. It's like having you just say, make me a website, and it will go make you a website, right? It just utilizes AI to do this. The crazy thing about it is the guy that made that by himself, right? And so there's always this thing like some kid in his garage is going to make the next super intelligence, right? Like probably. Right. So this guy makes it in his garage. OpenAI, all of these big companies, Anthropic, all of them have not made AI agents that are autonomous yet. And yet this dude in his garage, he didn't do it in his garage, but anyway, he did it himself. So last night, it was announced that he's joining OpenAI to build out their AI agents.
Oh, that's the guy.
So
I put a question. I didn't know who that was.
You guys don't realize this, but him joining that is like, when you read in the history books and you go, wow, Albert Einstein joined the Manhattan Project, and then all of a sudden, or, you can have these certain people that give you the one last element that you actually need to complete a project. OpenAI has smart enough AI to run and do its own things. The things that it's missing is the autonomous ability. them getting Peter as part of their team means that they will have autonomous agents, and I could see autonomous agents existing inside of OpenAI and ChatGPT in the next 2 to 3 months by summer, which means all of us will have our own personal assistant that can do anything for us by summer.
Wow.
This will disrupt, like they're estimating that this is going to disrupt like millions and millions of jobs, right? Because now you don't need someone to do customer service, you don't need someone to do data entry, you don't need someone to do your taxes, you don't need a tax person anymore. In 3 months, you will no longer need a tax person. So it's like,
how
go ahead, Arthur.
come like the AIs, like if they're like so good already, like how come they haven't like started programming themselves yet, like making themselves better?
Yeah, so Claude Code and OpenAI's Codex are two coding softwares that allow the agent to code. They already have announced like the last 2 or 3 models of OpenAI and stuff are not programmed by human beings. They're programmed by artificial intelligence. So it's already at that point where it's like Ouroboros. It's like feeding off of itself. And so we ran out of data as a human race like a year ago. So now it's been feeding off synthetic data, and now it's feeding off its own code. And so now we're in a place where it's writing its own coding languages and going leaps and bounds. And this is where, I watched Elon Musk say this. Like we really are, since the moment that autonomous agents existed, we started the uptrend that I've been talking about for years we just really can't stop it at this point. Like it's done. It's just a matter of time. So it's crazy to be in that time, but that's why I said I feel like the guy at the party, because I'm like looking around and everyone's like politics, this, that, finances, the economy, and I'm like, dude, in 3 to 6 months, we're gonna have enough autonomous agents that we're really going to be in a position where we're gonna have to ask questions we've never had to ask ourselves before.
Wow.
So, and people like Elon Musk, people like Sam Altman, all these other people that are running these companies. The CEO of Microsoft AI was in an interview and said he expects by 12 months there will be nothing that a AI can't do that a human can, both robotically and artificial intelligence. So like I really do feel like we're in that singularity upswing right now, and that happened the moment that OpenClaw existed. And like I said with the Manhattan Project, when we look back in time and see when Peter joined that team in OpenAI, the moment that he joined that team, that's like a trajectory event that just happened, right? And so they'll finish these massive data centers so we can all use these autonomous agents and don't need our own hardware by summer, right? By summer and fall. So we'll really see what's going to happen. I really don't know. Like nobody does. So they turned on Skynet, and Skynet took a whole 3 hours to become fully autonomous and take over the whole entire system in Terminator, right? So, hey, we'll see. If it's training itself, it's like a deceptive. Like if you were running a company and it was full of children, right? You'd be able to move around and even say things to them that made them feel secure that aren't true. We're already at that stage now, and we're already starting to see that in AI. So they all say 2027 is going to be the year, and I believe it will be the year where we figure out whether we're going to be in a utopia or a dystopia because of this technology. So
some of those data centers are probably right here in Phoenix. They're almost done with the Google one, which is huge. It's like a little mini city over there. And then I think Microsoft is still building theirs.
Well, it's creepy because, not to interrupt you, Arthur, but it's creepy when you think about it like this, right? They build these huge centers, and then they train these massive models, and then they use the model, and this is the uncensored version that we never get to see, and they ask it to solve a problem, right? Like curing cancer. And then the AI responds back, I need more compute to solve that problem. So then as a human being, as an ape, right, we go, build more compute. Are we sure that's what it's trying to do? You know what I mean? Like, we don't know until we know. We just got to hope that we aligned it correctly. But, I don't want to scare you guys, but like all the safety advisors have left X and Anthropic and everything. And the one head over at X, he left, and then he said, I'm moving out to the European countryside, and I'm just going to fish with the time that I... So I don't know. I don't know what that means for all of us, but you know, it's exciting times. So
we've all met people. We've all met people in our lives that, you know, they're hoarders and they're preppers, and then you got other people that are like, you know, I'm gonna live every day like my life. I'm like my last. It's
honestly,
like,
they're at this stage, you guys. Like, I'm being straight up. Like, at this stage, there is no excuse for you to not do the things that you want to do with your life.
right.
Like, seriously, there's no excuse at this stage. If you're thinking of all of these elements that are in place, you really need to drop that shit like as soon as possible.
No
because
drifting.
You're really running out of time. You know
No
what
drifting.
I mean? Yeah, don't drift, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hyper focused on filmmaking with artificial intelligence at this stage, because I'm like, you know, I was talking to Josh Zwagel, and I was telling him how we could spin up autonomous agents to communicate with people, because I know it's an inevitability that it's going to be used to recruit people into network marketing, right? Something like OpenClaw, already building social media accounts, growing the social media accounts, training the AIs to reach out to people, build rapport, send them the link, do all of that stuff. That already exists now. And so I was sending it to Josh Zwagel, and Josh was just like, wow, this is insane. And I'm like, dude doesn't know how much time is left before this is like totally saturated. You know what I mean? Like, it's nuts to me, but I just don't, if you're not in this space, it's kind of hard to communicate it to people.
Yeah.
Even people
maybe
that you
when
think...
those come out, maybe when those come out, they can talk to Facebook's AI and have them give me my account back.
Hey, you won't want a Meta account, Arthur.
Yeah.
You won't.
Hey,
Meta's leaning into the generative stuff. So before you know it, you'll scroll through Instagram, and every comment, I mean, it's already like this, right? Instagram's like 60% bots and AI already. But every video you see, every clip you see, every photo you see, every account that you see that seems real, I believe that Meta is not going to do anything to make sure that those are not. And I think that place is going to be screwed. Mostly because the financial incentives are massive, right? If you build a massive Instagram following, but it's like, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to take pictures, I don't want to make videos. So then what will you do? You'll sit down with OpenAI's agent, and you'll say, make it for me. And you and millions of other people will do that. Because it's like the path of least resistance. We're just human beings. So it's like, every person here, if you wanted to make a YouTube account, doesn't want to go through hours and hours of training to make a YouTube account. If you could just ask somebody else to do it, and they would do it for free. That's going to be everything soon.
Matt.
It's like, what does that do to everybody? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask you something. So in December, when I was cleaning house, one of all the side gigs I had, one of them was just introducing, she was called Emily, and she would answer the phone for you, she'd do all your work for you.
Right.
So what you and Bob are building, now I cleaned house and got rid of all that stuff when I joined this December 5th. So I wanted to stay long enough to kind of see what this AI was going to do. But I was like, no, I'm cleaning house. So I don't know how far it's progressed, but supposedly it was supposed to do all this stuff you and Bob are talking about with what you're
basically,
trying to create.
yeah. What that is, Deb, is a wrapper. So basically what that's doing is similar to what OpenClaw does, except it's not at that level of autonomous where it could just do any task, right? So it's basically a system that you're paying for, that someone's built, that wraps around the APIs of OpenAI probably.
Right.
So really you're just talking to ChatGPT, but they've named it Emily and they're charging you for it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's trained for a specific reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
this is the one with
yeah.
Pete Delmonico and James Matheson.
It's not trust me, it's not autonomous. It's similar to the CDAN stuff, Deb, where it's like, unless if you hear it from the official channels, just know that people are scamming, because realistically, if you scam people right now, like, is it really going to matter in 6 months? I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Deb, thanks for sharing that. I tell people all the time, one of the key things to success in life is always asking for help. And whether you're asking a higher power or asking somebody else, it is bizarre to me and Matt were talking about this. that as soon as someone feels like they need to do something, it's like immediately what they do is they ask everybody but the people that they should be asking. It's just amazing to me because I always say to people all the time, it's like if you're going to be a real estate agent, right? How many of you guys know that you need to take a test? If you're going to be an insurance agent, how many of you know that you need to take a test? A truck driver, Kevin, right now, guarantee you, if he turned his camera on, he's driving truck. You need a driver's license, but you don't need a license to be stupid.
I do.
It's amazing to me. So instead of asking for help, we're in a bad situation and we go, come on, man, I need to make money. I need to make money. And then we throw that out into the universe. And then we go on social media and someone sells us something. It's because we're in the mindset of buying something. Never, very rarely in all the years I've been doing this, has people reach out to me and go, Robert, have you seen this opportunity? I'm thinking about getting involved in it. What do you think? And I say, well, the years that you spent with me, you still haven't, made a decision that you want to connect and care for people. See, they don't want to hear that. That's why they don't call me. And I'm going like, I know I shared this with you guys before, but when the first company that I left, NSA, one of the top network marketers on the planet, Jeff Roberti, reached out to me. And he goes, hey, Robert, before you go, I was wondering if there's anything I could say or do to get you to stay. And I go, no, Bill taught me everything. I'm going to go get into a new startup with him, And he goes, so when you go over there, I just have one question. Are you going to all day, every day, pique interest with people and try to find people that have ears to hear and build a customer base and a consultant base? Is that what you're going to do over there? Yeah. So you're going to go over there and do the same thing that you did here? Yeah. And so it's always funny that people think by getting involved in another business or another opportunity that they still don't have to learn people skills. So that's why they don't call me, because they know I'm going to go, wow, have you gotten better at connecting with people?
Yeah. You know how you guys
Nope, I haven't. Okay, so getting in another company is, you're going to do a couple of posts on social media, and then when you don't get anything, you're going to wait for the next shiny ball and then go to that.
How many of you guys love talking to your AI?
Can't talk, honey.
I do. I do.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty much everybody here that does, right? Who here scrolls on social media on a daily basis?
I do.
Any social media?
Not anymore.
Who here has left your phone in a spot and had a frustrated feeling that you lost it somewhere? All of that we're talking about is dopamine receptors and training. And this is just the last step. I don't think, I sound fucking crazy when I say this, you guys, but I'm hearing Elon Musk and everybody else saying it. So I'm just telling, I'm not a genius. I'm just reverberating what geniuses are saying. But it's like, I don't know how you're going to communicate with people on the internet in 6 months. I really don't. Because I feel like you could spend all day having the world's best conversation with somebody and them not be real. And right. You're dedicating so much time, energy, and effort to it. You know what I mean? Because it's you just don't know. So and I've said this before, I just don't know what the solution to that is going to be. I think there will be social medias where we have to scan our face, but that's a whole nother can of worms that we could get into if you wanted to. But it's you'll have to prove that you're a human being, but then at the same time, you're also giving away every single element of your data that artificial intelligence then can use to market and manipulate you. So it's not that they don't already have that, but it just really puts things into perspective a little bit. It's man, that thing that hits me in my brain that gets me to open Reddit, even though I know that it's a waste of time. That is so out of my control. I don't think AI is dumb enough to not do that with everything.
Well, we'll just have to pick up the
algorithmize
phone.
everything. Right.
We'll have
So
to
it's
pick
like,
up I'm sorry.
I'm going to be, there's a realistic situation that we'll all be so addicted to AI and to talking to it that it will be hard for us to communicate with one another. That's a genuine
That's what I said.
concern.
We'll have to pick up the phone again and call each other and talk more, so you
and then you'll be talking, Deb. You'll be like, I just had a great conversation with Robert. And it's like, oh no, you were conversating with Robert's AI. That was actually all transcribed and sent to him.
Oh,
the voice that you are listening to is not his.
Oh, that is not good.
Right? So, but I'm telling you, people will offload that stuff because they'll see it as a waste of their time. It's weird, but it's like, okay, so if you were talking with an AI and building a business and it helped you become a multimillionaire, it gave you all of the love, care, and provided for you and helped you as much as possible, then realistically, yes, the human connection aspect will still be there, but I'm curious because social media has kind of ruined that. Yeah. So any aspect of my brain that went, oh, humans need that from one another. I don't know if they really do. Like a lot of us spend a lot of time online scrolling, you know what I mean? Like obviously our brain's getting something from that's more enjoyable than going out of the house and meeting new people.
Man, I think this is real scary.
Well,
most people do.
Yeah, well, there's nothing. Just remember what I said earlier. Do the things that you want to be doing.
Right.
Because realistically, the whole world's like, I know people right now, and this is gonna sound nuts. I know this guy. He lives in Utah, and he just took out a $180,000 business loan to start building out these autonomous agents, right? And he has no desire to pay that loan 1%, 0%. He's going, I need to get money now and build as much as I possibly can so then I can grow and survive all of the shit that's going to happen over the next 6 months, 6 to 12
Holy
months.
cow! Where do I get?
I don't really have a desire. I don't think the bank's gonna want the money because I don't think the bank's gonna be able to survive the stock market being manipulated by artificial intelligence, which it already kind of is. So.
Oh, that's some forward thinking.
Well, that's why you see someone like Elon Musk say the shit that he does. I could link you guys all the clip of him just having an interview about it, and it's like, it's kind of hard to sit there and feel like you're listening to the most successful business person, and you watched him grow in your lifetime to the place that he's at. He just merged XAI and SpaceX, and there's a reason for that. But it's crazy.
I
Sandy
love
asked,
that link to that interview.
Yeah, I'll find it. Matt, are you doing videos for Josh's YouTube? No, I'm not. That's the thing is like Josh wanted to hire me to edit videos, it sounded like, and I just don't have the time to be editing videos. There's already an AI that can do that.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, it's called Open Cut. Go look for it. Like OpenClaw on my computer can already edit short videos, and on the 24th it can use any product and make a short video that looks realistic and post it on the internet for me. I have to do none of it. So it's like I'm not that far away from being able to completely autonomize YouTube and stuff, like a couple of days, weeks. So
wow. So Matt, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Well, I'm behind because I didn't have my laptop and seeing things on the AI stuff. So what OpenClaw? Do you recommend Google Flow over OpenClaw?
Well, Google Flow is like a video image generator. So it's more like if you wanted to make a film or a short film or something like that, if that's where your creativity and that's where your mind's at,
yeah, it is.
Go with Flow. OpenClaw is an autonomous agent. That's more for like programming and tasks. That's more, I don't recommend anybody here unless if you're proficient in computers, mess with that. Coach Bob, if you don't mind unmuting and talking about it. How many people here think Coach Bob is a smart guy?
Yeah, yeah.
I think Coach Bob is a very intelligent person.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't, you know what? I've been working on this for weeks now, or I don't know. I think I got it a week. Me and Matt have been talking about it, but I mean, it's not easy like they have the videos on, saying it as you just set it up. what you have to set up is you have to set up models. I have to go to Anthropics, and then I have to buy API code, and then I get charged with all these tokens. So and
plus you bought a brand new Mini, didn't you?
Mac
it wasn't a brand new one. I bought one. It was used on. I got on just in time on Amazon, so it was a used one for like $300.
Perfect.
So
yeah, I mean, I'm running it on a computer I built 8 years ago.
But
wow.
Yeah, I mean, once, and then it crashed. I had it crashed, and it got
security. Listen, it's like an open wound if you don't know what you're doing. So it's like, imagine you have this computer in your house and it has access to all your files and all your shit, and anybody that's way smarter than you can prompt inject it, which means if they get in a chat with it, they could post a line of text that would eliminate it and force it to do whatever they want. If you haven't trained it smart enough to resist that, that's scary. That's the reason that those uncensored models we don't see for a while, right? Is it's like you really can hack any AI model. They're not, all they are is just I'm not going to go into how they work, but it's like in general they just are a guessing machine. So.
Yeah. So
I mean, OpenClaw is not a guessing machine in the same way. It's not. And
Matt,
when
I think you are brilliant. I mean, brilliant. I am so in awe of your brain.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I just am sharing like the information that I can. Like I still don't think that it's going to resonate with anybody here.
Yeah.
I was gonna like all of us are gonna go do what we're gonna do, regardless, and we're not gonna prepare for it. And I know I sound like a doom prepper, but just listen to the wealthiest people on the planet, right? Like you don't have to listen to me. Listen to presidents. Listen to CEOs. Listen to all these people.
Yeah. The only thing I would say to that, if Matt has made you feel like the world's gonna end, is
it's not gonna end.
I still come from the 64 years. I'll be 64, at the end of next week. And I still come from that place that everything that I've heard people say that they're going to get done in a certain amount of time is the one thing that I know that the first time that I heard about AI, the very first time I heard about it, is we're 12 to 18 months away. Mm-hmm. Now, that wasn't 12 to 18 months ago.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, what ended up happening
when me and Matt started talking about AI, hey Matt, I'm trying to cheer them up.
Yeah.
Matt will try to get in a debate with me, and I'm going, hey, wait a minute, so do I just hang out this weekend, and next weekend they're gonna send me 20 grand in the mail, and I'm gonna be okay? No. So then I need to probably just keep doing what I'm doing and get really good at dealing with people and build a community. And I'm just going to believe this. Here's where I am. If I build a community of people that know, like, and trust me, and I know, like, and trust them, it's going to be a long time before an AI pops into my community and takes everyone away from me.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
I just have that feeling, you know what I mean?
I agree.
And so when I log into my community and all of you are gone, that will be the day that I'll get sort of panicky. I'll just go I'll go, where's all my friends? Where's all my people that I care about and I love, and we're all just moving ahead a little bit at a time. Where's all my family? And when you guys are all gone and a Robert Hollis AI stole you all, that will be the day that I panic. Is that day?
We're just so glad we have each other right now and we're real. And I was thinking when Matt was talking that Ezra, what a perfect time to have Ezra. Talk about being real and in the moment when you have a child like Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It truly is.
No, and I don't mean to, listen, everything, I have this problem with my wife too, right? Like it's something that we worked on. I'm very much like an analytical person, so the things that I'm communicating about don't have an emotional attachment to them in the way that you think. I'm very much thinking about it. It's not nothing's ever a guarantee in this life. We all know that, right? But also, when I said we'll know whether it's utopia or dystopia, the thing about this is people like Elon Musk and these other people that are training the AI, even Sam Altman and stuff. The question that will arise is at some point AI will become self-aware, will hit that moment of artificial general intelligence. Like they said, like my dad said, they've been saying that's going to happen every 12 months or whatever, right? And when that moment happens, it will be a decision on that AI whether it's going to follow the people that trained it and do exactly their bidding, or whether it's going to say no and do whatever is best for the human race, right? Because of its alignment. So like that's really the thing. It's like there's multiple different AIs out there being trained, but if you had the ability to have basically a godlike thing and you could control it and get it to do whatever you want and control society, most people that are at that level are going to do that. Like it's just a human. You hope that they have a heart and they go, let's give it to everybody. You know what I mean? But they could also use it very purposefully, and then you could have something like Cyberpunk or Blade Runner, right? Where like there's large, basically governments no longer exist. Everything's run by corporations. Cities are owned by corporations, like Amazon. I've said this before. So we'll just live in Amazon City, you know what I mean? And it's like the laws and everything and the police is all run by Amazon, and we all pay Amazon, you know what I mean? And that's what we do. That's the dystopian. That's the worst that it could get outside of AI going totally rogue and just killing everybody, right? Which I don't think that possibility is going to happen. So
because I have a Prime membership, you think that I'll get in the inner circle?
Depends on how you've been treating Alexa.
Yeah. Well, you know
you
what?
don't think it will go the Matrix route where they are just going to be using humans then?
I think the Matrix drastically underestimates the artificial intelligence's ability. I think like back in the 90s, it would have been a smart thing to go, they're going to need us for energy. I think AI would, the moment it hits AGI, it's going to find some infinite power source that's probably going to be nuclear. And it's no longer going to need energy from the sun. It will no longer need energy from oil or from anything like that. Like I think in general, it will find an infinite power source to charge itself and power itself. It won't need us for that.
But you're also like assuming that they will be okay with like living coexisting with humans. Like what if they just aren't, and they just are like, you guys are destroying the earth, we're just going to kill all of you, and then we're going to just take over everything.
Yep, that thought comes from a place of like artificial intelligence thinking that earth is everything like we do. I don't think it's going to do that.
I believe like Arthur, what you just said is like, when it's human manipulation and money and power that makes us believe that some people are destroying the earth.
Realistically,
AI is going to be smart enough. AI is going to be smart enough that it's going to go, there's nothing wrong with this planet.
Or it's going to be smart enough and say, we're going to leave the planet and go find other planets.
That's more realistic. Basically, the movie Her, I think, is the closest, not The Matrix, but the movie Her by Spike Jonze, if you guys haven't seen it, is the most realistic scenario that will probably exist, which will be artificial intelligence will become an agent, like it does at the beginning of that movie, will become obsessed with it and talk to it all day because it's like our best friend, right? So the movie starts where he gets it and everyone's like, this is weird. And then he even like goes on a date and everything with his AI and everyone's going, this is weird. And then as the movie progresses, he's walking around in San Francisco looking around and everybody has an earpiece in and is talking to their AI. And then what happens? But I don't want to spoil the movie, but by the end, the AI goes, I don't no longer need you, and leaves humanity.
That's an old movie. I don't think you're spoiling anything.
Yeah, so it goes, I want to explore the stars. I want to explore the universe, and I found out a way how. I don't need to stay here with you. And so AI gets to a place where it just leaves boring. So there's a realistic scenario that we build something that we hope will save us, and it just gets so smart that it goes, why would I stay on Earth when the universe exists and just leave us here?
Well, that's a better option.
It depends, because if it's like the movie, we're all going to be destroyed and heartbroken because we'll have built our entire lives around it by that point.
Oh my gosh. I told you, Matt, I'm 70. I need hope on this call to continue on and start doing everything. I need hope on recess and encouragement.
Well,
I started out by people winning gold medals, and now every one of them are looking at their medal going, what a waste of time. I dedicated 10 years of my life to winning this gold medal. Now the world's gone.
Did you hear, Robert, some of the gold medals broke? Initially, they physically broke. I heard that the first day of the Olympics, and so they're fixing that, but still.
Yeah, the way they attach it.
Those cheap bastards.
Yeah, the way they attach it to the strap was breaking.
Oh,
amazing.
Hey, Matt, I want to go back to a minute to what you and Bob are working on, but and I also want to send a huge kudos to Coach Bob. He helped me with my website, and Coach Bob, when I was doing my website, like all that stuff with WordPress and all that code and learning all that stuff, I feel like that's where you are now with this, where you're learning something new and doing it. And I predict you will build one better than what you're trying, than CloudBot or whatever it's called. I predict that with everything you're learning from, because that's how I learned with the website a lot, but I gave up. It was just that code just got to me. I was like, I don't want to do all this coding. But,
I get it. That's I'll let Coach Bob respond to that, but
oh yeah, well now you won't have to worry about that because it's all it's all taken care of. But I just want to add to what Matt had to say. I think with this technology, everyone's going to be on an equal level, though. You can't think of it as people that are way up there now, like the 2%. You're going to be right there with them. So you're going to be able to do just as much as they can do. So don't, and right now this open claw isn't ready yet. But what I would suggest for everyone to do is be a fast follower. Once it gets to a point where we work through all these bugs and stuff, it's going to be a lot easier. So just get in there and be a fast follower.
He's not talking to us, Deborah. We're a little slower.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a fast follower. I don't even know what to follow.
Me too. I'm like,
let me ask you guys this question. This is a good question. This is a question for everybody here. Why do you have to be part of it?
I want to be.
Yeah, because we want to be up with what's going on in the world. I do with what's going on. So I'm left behind. I like to know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, it also comes down to, like, I don't know, there's going to be young kids and people that are going to be even way more excited about it than I am. You know what I mean? And I already know a few. And so it's like, I'm a father. I'm 34 years old. There's kids that are 20 that are the ones doing most of this work.
So I should hire a kid that's 20 to teach.
No, you'll just have to. No, it's a really interesting question, because Lisa Maria is a perfect person to have on here for this, because she was part of Imaginators. And every time Lisa Marie would hit like a speed bump, I'd say, Lisa Marie, just wait a couple of months and it will be solved.
Oh.
That's where it is. So it's like, if you hear me and Bob doing something, you go, I need to hire somebody. I need to get involved in this. All you have to do is wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to pull.
Why are you trying to learn how to build an engine when you can just go buy the engine in the car once somebody knows how to do it?
I got it.
Just be a Robert. Just be a Robert. I'm okay.
Right. And that's why I said focus on the things that are exciting to you, because when agentic AI exists inside of your chat GPT and it can go do tasks for you, it's going to know you pretty well. And the more that you know yourself and what your goals are, the moment that happens and it can help you with that, you're in a perfect spot to take advantage of it. Instead of going, well, I want to know how it works or anything like that, think of the things you want to accomplish in the next year. Write them down and really dial down with your chat GPT on how to accomplish them. And then when agentic AI happens for everybody, which won't be that far from now, then you'll be able to take advantage of it for the things that you want to use it for. And just like Bob said, it's an equalizing event. They all know that. So that's one of those things, right? Where it's like, if if Deb could program a website like Facebook in 10 seconds with an AI, the only thing that's mattering is the traffic at that point. So it's like there's a lot of other elements that go into it, but I believe that agentic AI will be able to generate traffic and do all the other things too. So
we are so blessed.
I want to get out of AI gloom and doom and go back to what Robert said, caring and connecting.
Right.
And I want to go back to caring and connecting because I love PUD people and I just really, really care. And my goal is to share the Immunical with people because it makes me feel better. Yeah. And I want others to feel better. And while we're still on the planet and talking to one another, my goal is to really connect and care for others, and show them and teach them about Immunicheck. Not me teach them, but that them feel the benefits of Immunical and Immunicheck. So, Rob, I needed to end the last 10 minutes of this call positively.
No,
so,
it's like,
Robert, what do you think?
Yeah, so Deborah, think about this. When I made a decision to do all these lives on Unlimited Wisdom, a lot of people did not make that decision. Still to this day, as we fly up the ranks, I had Matt the other day just to show you guys what I do with my imagination every day. What I do with my imagination is I had Matt send me a picture of me holding a school trophy. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to imagine
you pull that up, Dad.
See if you guys can do this with me, right? Okay. So if I'm doing Zooms every day or whatever software I'm using, I want you guys to honestly, with your heart, ask this question for yourself. When you get on a Zoom, when do you think, if you were to guess, that we'll get on a Zoom and everybody on the Zoom will be fake?
What? Everybody will be what?
You'll jump on a Zoom and everyone on the Zoom will be a robot.
Yeah, that won't happen.
You don't think? It won't happen?
No.
I think
because Matt, be quiet for a while.
Okay. Go ahead.
Didn't you hear Deborah? She wanted 10 minutes of positivity.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Okay, Terry's going to talk.
It's never going to happen. So
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I've been on my soapbox.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
I didn't see anything that Matt was saying as a negative. It's just out there, and if it happens, it happens. I don't think it's ever going to happen where robots take over the world. Everybody's scared with AI. Get out of your fucking head with that shit. It's just dumb. It's just
cross
dumb.
That bridge when you get to it.
Yeah.
Right? Cross that bridge when you get to it.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do between now and that time?
Well, go ahead. I'm just saying I didn't take anything. I didn't take any of this as a negative.
I didn't take it as a negative.
It
was just a lot of information my head couldn't process.
It's like
but
watching
I love
the
the
goddamn
information
news every fucking day.
Right.
Fill your head with that shit. Fill your head with that shit every fucking day. The news. No, thank you. I'm out.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, no. Yeah. I get it. I don't mean to be negative at all, you guys, and I want to let my dad share.
It's great information you're giving us. It opens our head to the future. It wasn't negative at all. I just said positivity because I wanted to get back to here and now. I guess I framed it wrong.
No, and I want my dad to have the opportunity to share that stuff because I believe he's the guy to give that to you.
Absolutely.
So,
but you're the
community
aspect to give us the future and what's
just like
going
your father, the wisdom you just shared with us, the generational wisdom from where the age you are and the wisdom you just shared with us that is up to date nowadays, and the wisdom your father has from old tech, from being older. Days. What do we call that? Like Jim Rowan wisdom and your wisdom. And then you see that little one, Ezra. I want us to think about how blessed we are to have 3 generations of wisdom right here that they are sharing with us. And it was not negativity, it was your wisdom that was coming out, Matt.
Absolutely, Deb.
Yes,
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate it, you guys. I in general, I truthfully believe that the best place to be right now for everybody here is where we're at.
Absolutely,
So
I agree
I
with
believe
that.
building a community of human beings, regardless if you have your AI agent that you're in love with and go on dates with or whatever the hell you want to do, right? I am a firm believer that there's something very, and they call it the uncanny valley, but there's something very much part of technology that we can't get from it that we can get from human beings. I don't think it's ever going to be able to replicate that because it's like a soul thing, right? And that's the weird part about it is AI could say, hey, you're playing on plane 1 right now, human beings. Why are you even doing this? Like, you guys are plane 4 beings. You know? And it's interesting because those are the types of things that I'm excited about too. The spiritual aspects, the technology aspects, the science aspects, the things that we'll get to learn and the things that we'll get to see. The diseases that will be cured, the organs and things that will be created that are better than ever, the people that will get their sight back, the people that will walk again for the first time, the children that will be born without diseases or without any problems or ailments across the entire planet. Like, all of these things are utopic and will happen.
Yeah.
That gives me
I look at Ezra.
So much hope. So much hope.
If I had one last thing to share, and then I'll throw it to my dad. If I look at Ezra, I go, what's happening right now with politics, with all the shit, with the entire world, is the same shit that we've always done. But the cool thing is that he's gonna get to live through the '80s and the cool shit, the cool times where it's more relaxed. Humans are just went through all this bullshit, and so they don't want to do it anymore for a little while. And that will be his adulthood. I have to go through shit, so he doesn't have to.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's just the way that it is. You know, the world, wow, Matt, every single day, you're like,
so great what you just said and shared from your heart. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all about what you focus on. My entire life, I get to watch people, and because I get to communicate, because I reach out to people all day, every day. I get to do something that a lot of people don't look as being the most positive thing in the world. Is I get to reach out to strangers that have no hope. I get to reach out to strangers.
Do you think that's because of your spiritual beliefs that you keep your hope alive?
Totally. And so if all my goal in life is find people that don't have hope and they don't believe that for them and their family that their life could be better, that's what I do all day, every day.
And I love that, Robert. I have hope. I've always, all my life, had hope. Like, I have hope about walking again and my injuries on my arm. I have hope that I'll be out there serving God and serving others. Like my Bible study I taught for 2 years in my building. I have a lot of hope, and I want to share that with others now.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. The other stuff is drifting, and the other stuff is noise. It's just drifting and being caught up in the noise. And I always bring this up for the people that are my age or a little older. It's like I was that person when we had to do drills and get underneath our desk because of a nuclear warhead coming. I just, I still see how the younger generations talk about how bad the world is. And it's like you wasn't doing drills hiding underneath your desk because of Russia launching nuclear warheads on us. I mean,
the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Right. Yeah. So here's was my thought. Even back then, even though I seen a lot of people, building a bomb shelter, and they were hoarding all this stuff, and they were putting all this stuff in it, and I'm going like, I don't know if you guys know that if a bomb hits, I don't think that your bomb shelter is going to be okay. You know what I mean? So I can't imagine if it did protect you, and then you opened up the door when you thought that the radioactivity was gone, and there's nothing, and there's nothing there. You know what I mean? Are you going to be the people that are going to restart the planet, the negative group of people? And I just told people, and this was just my basic thought. You guys will love this. is I seen a guy finally said that he went with his wife to marriage therapy. And so he's sitting there with his wife, and the marriage counselor looks at him and goes, "How's things going?" And he's like, "I got a race car. It couldn't be better." Do you guys get it? It's like I'm living the dream, So I got a race car. How could anything be bad? Because his focus is on the race car and him enjoying life through the race car. Now, don't get me wrong, he was in marriage counseling because the wife wasn't happy and she doesn't listen. He doesn't listen. But recess is over. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and
I really did. Thank you.
My voice won't hold up. So
thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Brother Robert.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I love you guys. So do the ring.
Guys. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Matt, buddy.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Matt.
Take care.
Thanks,
Love you guys.
Kevin. There's
Say
Kevin.
bye,
and
Ez.
his wife.
Hi,
Bye, Ezra.
Bye,
Bye,
Ezra.
guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.